Hello, my spooky friends. Today on Spooky Sunday, we are going to be talking about something that sounds like it's straight out of a horror movie, which is blood transfusions that could reverse the signs of aging. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So we have been doing American Horror Story in real life on Spooky Sunday for so long. I've been doing it for I think 2 or 3 months, and I've made a bunch of videos that are based off of American Horror Story. And I still plan on doing that here on my channel. I'm definitely going to pick up next week, but I figured I would just switch it up. Oh my god, literally as soon as I start talking about American Horror Story on my phone, I just got a Twitter notification from American Horror Story that they posted. They know I'm betraying them. But I figured we would go ahead and talk briefly about a subject that I recently learned about, which has to do with anti-aging. And you know, we love makeup here on my channel. We love spooky stuff. So I figured we would mash the two kind of into this week's Spooky Sunday, and then we'll just pick up next week with another American Horror Story in real life. So as many of you may know, I am very big into conspiracy theories. I'm very big into aliens and creepy stuff. I am all about that life. Although recently I have kind of taken a step back from watching so much of it and being so involved because, you know, I get a little bit scared sometimes and I feel a little bit, I don't know, hopeless after watching a lot of conspiracy theories. I'm just like, what is the meaning of life? Why do I exist? But I've been taking a little bit of a break, but I still watch one person in particular who is Miss Kendall right here on YouTube. I freaking love that woman. I think everyone loves that woman. She is fantastic. Her content's amazing. But I have been keeping up with her podcast for literally since the beginning of it. She started about a year ago, and I've watched every single episode, every single week, like when it comes out. I am ready. I am sitting down. I am watching it. But she recently talked about this thing called the vampire molecule. And as soon as she started talking about it, I automatically knew what she was talking about because, as I said, I am into conspiracy theories. There is a certain YouTuber here who also does conspiracy theories. I'm not going to mention his name because he's a little bit controversial and some people think that his intentions aren't good. But I don't know. I watch him. I enjoy him, but I'm not going to mention him. But he had talked about this subject about 6 months ago before the public really knew too much about it. And he claims to have like all sorts of insider knowledge, and he's been able to predict some very weird and true things that ended up happening. So that's besides the point. But yeah, he talked about this about 6 months ago and basically said that people were gonna start using younger kind of children and teenagers and even young adults' blood to be able to reverse the signs of aging. And all I could think to myself when I heard that was, really? You think that's gonna happen? In what sci-fi universe is that going to happen? It sounds like it's literally something out of a sci-fi horror movie. We found out that it's actually happening and that they are going full speed ahead. It is working. They have been doing this for a while, and it is called the vampire molecule, which the name is just so menacing. I think it's actually very fitting for the whole situation because the whole situation is very menacing. But as we all know, there is a huge stigma against aging, which is so dumb. Like, it's natural, people. Like, you gotta stop age shaming people for having wrinkles here and there because people are gonna have wrinkles. It's just how life works. But for some reason, especially here in America, people just have their panties in a bunch when it comes to aging, and people will go to the ends of the earth to stop aging. But now you may not have to go to the ends of the earth to get these anti-aging properties because there is a doctor named Dr. Saul Villeda who is from Southern California, and he allegedly has perfected the art of taking younger blood, transferring it into an older person, and being able to manipulate the cells to basically rejuvenate themselves and basically manipulate your DNA into thinking that it's younger and into producing younger cells once you get that blood inside of you. It sounds absolutely terrifying, but apparently this is a thing that's been going on since around March, and I found an article on this topic that I want to read to you guys just because it just terrifies me, and I'm sure a lot of you probably haven't heard of this yet because it's not really being talked about that much, and I think it's kind of being shoved under the rug for a reason. So this article was published in March of 2018. I'm just going to read straight from it here. Young blood has rejuvenating anti-aging properties that scientists are trying to tap into. A few years ago, scientists discovered that when they gave young blood to old mice, something pretty astounding happens in their brains. The older mice get more stem cells, produce more neurons, the connections connections between their neurons become stronger and the spatial memory improves. The effects of aging in the brain are, in large part, reversed. So as you just heard, these doctors have successfully been able to basically transform these older mice's brains into the brain of a younger mouse. Now there is an actual human study right now going on, and apparently they've had a decent amount of success with this, but they are taking blood plasma donations from 16 to 24-year-olds and donating this blood into the bodies of older people. I'm not quite sure what the age limit is as far as donating this blood goes to. I know that you have to be age 16 to 24 to be able to take the blood from you, but I'm not sure if there's like a cutoff point once you reach a certain age to be able to actually deliver this blood into you and for it to work. But they are doing a clinical study right now, and apparently it's had success. And for the hefty price of $8,000, people are paying good money to get this younger blood inside of them. Now, this could mean a lot of things for science. Obviously, you know, this is rejuvenating the cells in the brain, and having these blood transfusions available could be really helpful for people who have brain issues and memory issues and Alzheimer's and all sorts of diseases that affect the brain. This could be so life-changing for them. But what do we think of when we think of anti-aging? We're not really thinking about the actual inside of the body. We think about anti-aging our skin and getting rid of wrinkles and all that jazz because we are narcissistic people by nature. So I think this could be really cool for science. And, you know, if you have, you know, a brain disease or a liver disease or a heart disease, this could be really amazing and change so many lives. But at the same time, the conspiracy theorist in me is a little bit nervous about this situation just because, you know, I don't want people being abducted off the streets and stolen for their young blood. I know it sounds insane, and I'm just like being a hypochondriac about that, but it could happen. I mean, things do happen under our noses that involve those types of situations already, and people are willing to do anything to anti-age themselves. So the fact that this is possibly going to be available, I mean, actually, it already is available because you can pay $8,000 to basically get this done right now in the clinical study. So never mind, it is available. I don't know, man. I'm a little bit shook over it. I'm a little weary when it comes to this type of situation just because it's so new and it's such a weird concept. Literally sounds like it just straight up came out of a sci-fi movie. So I'm a little bit wary about it, but I do think that if it's able to be done right and regulated correctly, this could be freaking amazing for people who have diseases. And I think that this could change so many lives, but we're just gonna have to keep our eyes and ears peeled for any updates and to kind of hear about what's going on because it's so strange. It's really interesting yet really terrifying at the same time. And this is something that doesn't really seem like it's been done before. So this is a new, basically, science breakthrough that they're working on. So this is a little bit different than anything I've done in Spooky Sunday before. Usually I focus on like ghosts and demons and aliens and all hypothetical stuff, but I figured today I just found this so creepy yet interesting that I would bring it to you guys. And if you've heard of this, please let me know and let me know how you're feeling about it. Let me know if you're weirded out by it like me, or if you think this is going to be like the next big and up and coming thing that everyone gets done eventually, because who knows, it might be. But with that being said, that is going to be wrapping up this week's Spooky Sunday. We will go ahead and jump on over to American Horror Story in real life next week. I just figured this was so interesting and I just heard about it again that I would go ahead and bring it to you guys. This way you guys can know about it too. You're welcome. Now you can be as creeped out as I am. But that is all that I have for you guys for this week's Spooky Sunday. I do hope that you consider subscribing if you have not already, and if you enjoyed the video and you would like to see more from me, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up and ring the notification bell to keep up with when I am posting. But I hope that you are having an absolutely amazing, beautiful, and slightly spooky day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye!